enemy is gaining ground. Push it back. Notch one. Standing are inbound. Friendly SAE on the way. Confirmed. UAV on station.
I just want to get this positive out of the way real quick before I get into what I'm going to get into in this video. I think that new map Incline is actually a solid map. It ain't great. It definitely ain't terrible. It's leaning more towards a good map than it is a shitty map. Honestly, I don't mind the map. The matchmaking is terrible in Call of Duty, and it's not just the matchmaking too, right? You have the terrible matchmaking, this toxic as hell matchmaking, the worst matchmaking we've ever seen. And we're just talking about regular pubs. Was supposed to be a casual playlist, but the type of players we have in Call of Duty, it amplifies that matchmaking. How seriously they take a pub, right? We're not in a ranked tournament. We're not in a pro tournament. We're not in a cash money tournament. And just the way that these dudes game, like a lot of these people that are unemployed and they just play video games all day, how seriously they take this shit. It's it could suck the fun out of whatever. Honestly, I think the new Incline map is a decent map in my opinion. But what you saw in that intro is just 2 clips. I jumped on for about 5 or 6 games. All right, 5 or 6 games. That happened. That little free, that wasn't my capture equipment. That had nothing to do with what's going on my end. That was all the game. I jumped on for 5 or 6 games. And that happened to me every single game, and it happened to me multiple times every single game except for 1 game on Incline. My first game on Incline, that's the clip that you guys seen for that intro. It only happened to me the once that game. I guess I got off lucky that game. All the other games, minimum 2 to 3 times. When did this game drop? Dropped in October, right? Or was it November? October, November, whatever. It's been out for a while. This is a game in a franchise that has been here for 20 years. I remember starting on this franchise in Call of Duty 4 back in 2007, and you seen problems here and there, you seen bugs, of course you would see that sometimes. We didn't see the shit back then that we do consistently now. And you got all these fanboys out here soldiering for this shit, especially since Xdefiant dropped. They hate Xdefiant so much, they're soldiering for this pussy shit. This greedy, greasy bullshit you just seen for that intro. A full price game with seasonal battle passes, seasonal black cell battle passes that cost half the price of a full game, and they monetize their store like a free-to-play mobile game. You got straight up geeks out here, beta male nerds out here soldiering for this shit. This is God's gift to gaming right here. Call of Duty running like this is God's gift, because the matchmaking over there in Xdefiant, it's a bare bones game. Yes, Xdefiant is far from perfect. It's got a lot of problems, but the matchmaking over there showed them that they're not as great at these games as they thought they were. And that's like, you're taking a shot at their ego with that, man. You're taking a shot at their manhood. If you're trying to say that these geeks, these dweebs, these dorks are not that good at these video games, you can't do that, man. Like that, they take that as an insult, like you just said something about their mama. Now the game after the update is functioning like this, and I'm going to show you guys a quick little tweet I seen here from Charlie Intel earlier. If you guys seen my community post, you already know what I'm going to show you. Charlie Intel posts up that the Call of Duty store was broken. Literally 3 minutes later, he says it's only 5, but literally 3 minutes later, the store was working. Store's fixed. Within 3 fucking minutes, the store is fixed. This is how the game is running. In 3 minutes, though, the store was broken, and all of a sudden it's just fixed, man, with the quickness. They put their head down and they get it done. When it comes to the store, they get it done. When it comes to the game you paid full price for, we'll get to it when we get to it type deal. And these nerds, these geeks, these dweebs, these dorks soldier for this shit. They run around on YouTube videos in the comment section with the full toxicity, hating on anybody who calls out bullshit in these games, hating on anybody who critiques these games, any legitimate criticism. Anybody who has a problem with this game, these fanboys are taking shots at you like you just insulted their goddamn mother. A game that they had no part in creating. A game that they don't make any money off of. It just takes them for everything they got. These nerds will still soldier for this shit with the full toxicity and hate on Xdefiant too, because it actually legitimately bothers them that somebody's playing a different game, even though it's not a threat to Call of Duty. It's just something kind of similar. People are playing to get away from the matchmaking and the bullshit of Call of Duty. You know, they're hating with the full force over there. They hate everything Xdefiant. They love everything Call of Duty, and they will overlook this shit, talking that bullshit. And even on this video, they know it won't work with me. Like, they've slowed down on the nonsense on this channel. They know it won't work for me, but what they will try to do is just try to passively defend the game. So what they're going to do is they're going to drop some comments. Well, I've never seen that problem. That's just you, man. That ain't the game. The game is working flawlessly for me. It's working perfectly for me. I don't know, bro. I don't have all the time in the world. I don't have 10 hours a day to play the goddamn game like you. I had time for my 5 or 6 games, and that's what I played. Now I'm making this video, and the game is broken as fuck. Priorities, right? Speaking of priorities, Activision and Call of Duty, they're actually bringing, I'm not going to put it in this video because I don't think it's in the game yet, and I could get hit with copyright if I do that, but they're actually bringing a pig skin to the game now. Little Miss Piggy or whatever, like an actual pig. Like, we got it all, man. We got cats, we got rats, we got Nicki Minaj, we got all these fucking furry. Like, we got so much stupid shit in this game that they overcharge for in a full price game, that all these beta males, they eat up like fucking Skittles. I'm telling you, somebody over there at Activision, they have a thing for furries. It's like they have a thing. You remember back in Black Ops 2 and shit, we used to see the emblems back in the day, and we'd always see emblems like with the barnyard sect. We'd see like people, you know, doing something with a cow or what. You guys know what I'm talking about if you played Call of Duty back in the day. We seen some weird ass fucking creepy emblems back in the day, and we're just seeing it over here now with Call of Duty, man. Somebody's got a thing for bestiality over there at Activision. We know how they like to treat women. But these people, these suits, these nerds, they got something for furries. They got something for like bestiality or something, man. Like, we got pigs in this motherfucking game now. It's a big fat ass pig head and shit. Like, who the fuck? I would like to meet, actually, the grown men that are going to buy that pig bundle. Don't worry. The pig bundle, the pig skin, is coming to the fucking game. The game might not work right, but don't you worry about it. The pig skin, that's probably going to be $25 or $30. Is coming to the game. And speaking of $30, for 3,000 COD points, that's why they got the store working as quickly as they did in 3 goddamn minutes. For 3,000 COD points, they got that new 8-bit bundle in the store. I'm not going to show it to you guys. If you guys get on the game, you'll see it right there. It's right in your face. You can't miss it. The 8-bit bundle. 3,000 motherfucking COD points, man. So you can buy that, and then you can go play the 8-bit game mode, where we only have one map that actually suits the mode. You can play on more than one map, but they only have Bitvela or whatever they called it that suits the mode. Honestly, it's not a terrible mode. Like, it's not as good as I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be a little bit more fun than it turned out to be, but that's also the matchmaking too. Other than my first game on it, my matches on it were like, the lobbies were just awful, dude. Disgusting lobbies that you do not want to be in. Like, these, I mean, we're out here in real professional fucking tournaments, dude, just in a pub trying to check out a new game mode and trying to test out a new map and shit. Like, I was using a gun in one of these games for my first game that I don't even have any attachments on because I haven't had a chance to level it up yet, and I'm playing against dudes that think they're fucking pro, going as hard as they possibly can. Yeah, it's gonna ruin your experience a little bit, but they do have like a jump with it. Like, it's not like a boost jump, but it's more like you have no gravity, kind of like when we were playing Moon back in the day in Black Ops 1, or I guess Black Ops 3, because they brought it there with Zombies Chronicles. Kind of like zero gravity, like you know, you got a little boost jump there kind of with it, but it's not like a jetpack boost jump. Maybe something like a Borderlands 3. There's a planet you go to, I can't remember the name of it, Skywell or something like that. You go over there and you kind of have a little bit more height to your jump. You kind of float a little bit more. It's got a little bit of that going on, so you can mantle on things that you normally can't mantle up on, and it's just like a whole lot of people jumping around and kind of floating around with that shit. And I don't know, it might be for you. I wasn't feeling it as much as I thought I would, man. Like I didn't see all that jumping when they showed their little trailer, you know. It's I mean, it's cool. It's cool to go over there and just play it for a little bit, but it's definitely not as good or as fun as I thought it was going to be. But I do like that new map, Incline. Unfortunately, the game is fucking broken, and they're only worried about the goddamn store. Priorities, right? Where the fuck are their priorities? They took our money. See, that's the thing. They took our money. They don't have your money yet for these new bundles in the store. They got to keep that shit working. But they already took your money for the full price of the game. So it's just, they'll get to it when they get to it, man. I love Call of Duty. I hope you guys are starting to see that with the videos that I make on this channel. I love Call of Duty. I can't stand the direction they're taking the series. I can't stand things that they're doing with it, and I can't stand some of these business decisions they're making with this franchise. Some of my best memories gaming. Playing the OG COD, staying up late, playing zombies with the homies. Like, dude, just great times, man. And they're not here right now. And I ain't happy. The game ain't running, but the store is. Priorities, right? That's all I have for this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will talk to you on that next one.